Welcome back, y'all, to another episode of Tony Plays The Binding of Isaac. Hope everyone's doing all freaking right. I'm doing pretty solid myself. Okay, I guess you can call it. We're gonna be playing a classic character, aka I actually don't think I really played this character ever on this recording at all, but this character is one of my favorites. Tainted Forgotten. Something about this stupid little gimmick character just fires all the proper neurons in my brain, and it makes me enjoy playing him. Anyways, hope you guys are doing all right. Hope you guys are chilling, killing, going about your day nice and lovely. You know how it is, you know how it be. I'm doing solid, I guess you can call it. Can't really complain about today, not much going on. Just kind of recording this while I got the time, you know how it is. Hoping to maybe play some Night Rain later. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, first recording of Elden Ring Night Rain went good. I enjoyed it. Now, granted, it has only been out for a few hours as of the time of me recording this. I don't know how y'all feel about it, but to me personally, I enjoyed it. I watched that video and I stared at it like a proud father. I was like, this the one. This gonna do numbers type shit, you feel me? I was like, this is the hitter right here. So me personally, I guess in the end, that's all that really matters. Is me personally, I feel like I did good. I did good on this episode, you know? So I got nothing to really worry / complain about or whatever sort of deal. Besides that though, you know, besides that whole me fawning over my own YouTube video shenanigans, I'm doing solid, you know? I'm doing Jacob's Ladder. They spawn a spark. Yeah, no, that's really good. I'm trying to I always get Jacob's Ladder mixed up with Tech Zero. Jacob's Ladder makes it so when you hit an enemy, you get that electricity. Tech Zero makes it so your tears have a string of electricity like in between them, sort of dealio. You feel me? Hey! If I did have, what's it called? Birthright, that would be so good on this character. In case y'all don't know what Birthright does on this character, it makes it so I can like recall my head back, you know, my forgotten, the Bone Lord they call him. I can just make the Bone Lord come back whenever I want to. It's so peak. Ow, that was bad damage, I'm not gonna lie. Genuinely criminal levels of damage. We are not gonna go Devil Deals, we're gonna go Angel Deals. Those are the better ones after all. Whoopsie. Let's grab you, and honestly, we leave. Oh, moron, you think I couldn't see you. My bad. I don't know why I'm so excited. I'm playing this character. I love this character, man. I guess honestly, though, positivity aside, crazy sentence to say, I'm aware, but I really do mean it in this instance. Positivity aside sort of deal, I've got quite the predicament. I got quite the problem ailing me. Is that seems like the improper use of that, but I can't think of what else I would say. I'm gonna be honest. I think it would be ailing me. I got a problem. Essentially what I'm trying to say is, I got a fucking problem. Thinking, Tony, what's your problem? What's the dealio, man? Let's figure it out. Let's work on this together. My issue is that I think I've reached a certain point with my chair to where like it is done for. My chair is genuinely cooked. It's over. I have over some time today / a decent amount of yesterday have been trying to like troubleshoot, I guess you would call it, my dumb issue troubleshoot is not the term. I'm a moron. I don't know why I said troubleshoot. But my issue is the armrests on my chair are like done for, brother. I'm gonna be real. The armrest on my chair is done for. The right one is like all janky. It's, you know, wonky. It's moving around. I can kind of like fuck with it a little too much. And my thought process was, oh, all I need to do is just tighten up the thing at the bottom. I just need to tighten up the little Allen key thing at the bottom. I'll be perfectly fine. I attempted to do that, but for some reason, God knows why. Uh-oh, speed down. Oh, that's not the worst thing ever. That's gonna be real interesting on how this works. Oh, nice. You know what sucks about doing these runs sort of deal? I don't even think I can grab it. No, I can't grab it because I can't grab spirit hearts, even though I have a bone heart slot. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, nice kill. Dude, my bad. I got a little, what's it called? I got a little focused up on this fight here. Yeah, I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I have a freaking issue right now. I've been thinking, Tony, what is said issue? There you go. Said issue is, for some reason, I don't know why, but for some freaking reason, just tightening the little screw thing that I initially thought, oh, that's all I needed to do. Nope, didn't work. Tightening the dumb little screw on my chair didn't work. I don't want to say it made it worse because it didn't, but like it just... Now both my armchairs, I was like, you know what, I tightened the left one, let me tighten the right one. Now both my armchairs are like tightened at like the wrong interval. I don't really know how to describe it. The left one like has like a full range of motion type shit, and the right one can only move like 1 inch. Like, I don't even know how to describe it, man. I'm gonna keep it a stack with y'all. I don't even really know how to describe this. It's so infuriating, low key. I'm gonna be real, because it's kind of like, what's the deal? You know what I mean, man? What's the dealio? I can't even use this BS. That's so cringe. It's honestly, I gotta say, it's mad annoying. I found myself annoyed by this slight change in my what's it called, in my chair. And honestly, it's kind of led me down a more of a path of like, you know, I want to spend money on getting a freaking chair, but now I'm like not stuck in a predicament or whatever. I gotta sneeze. My bad. Okay, I'm not stuck in a predicament, but I do have this predicament, I guess, where I want a chair, but I don't want a cheap, you know, bullshit chair that's gonna like hurt the hell out of my back. I want a chair that I want to buy and I'm like, I'm about to use this thing forever. You know what I mean? I want a chair that I'm going to keep for a long time, but I'm going to be honest with you, I also don't want to spend an arm and a leg on a chair. You feel me? You pick up what I'm putting down, or maybe you're like, Tony, and you know, it's the unfortunate side effect. You feel me? So I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm at a bit of a loss right now. That first one didn't blow it up. Whatever. I'm at a bit of a loss at the moment, essentially. And I want to get a good chair, you know. I want to make sure I have a freaking... a proper chair that I can utilize and sit in for all the hours that I end up being on the game and shit. Who's the worst? Who's the worst that needs to die? Oh, you moron! I threw my freaking eraser into a wall. I'm stupid. Nice job, Tony. Nice job. One opportunity to get rid of. Oh, you could have gotten rid of this, and you threw your stupid thing into a wall. What a dip. Like that. Who? Nobody likes them. Nobody likes those guys. You know. I could have ended world hunger right there, or whatever. Hello, have mercy. Have mercy. Have mercy on my soul. Okay, perfect. Alright, now here's what we do. Okay, blow them up. Blow them up. Easy money. That didn't hit anything. Nice. Perfect. Easy money, baby. Not bad. I was a little worried there. I was a little worried I was gonna die, so I had to lock in real quick. Pascal candle. Hey, 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 don't hit my guy. I don't appreciate that. Oh, dude, that's so cringe. Another reason I love the Forgotten or Tainted Forgotten is he can do this, you know? I can just have him like coast around my guy. Okay. Lock in. Easy. Oh my lord, dude. I feel like I've been locked into this fight, this run, honestly. I feel like there hasn't been much to really sort of talk about. What was I talking about? I remember now. I got so invested in this run. I'm so sorry, y'all. My chair, man, my chair is genuinely done for. It's cooked. And honestly, it's mad fucking annoying, if I'm gonna be real. But I don't want to spend a lot of money getting a new chair. But I kind of just like might have to if I want it to be a good one. You know, I've always kind of wanted to get like a Herman Miller because I hear Herman Millers are the greatest, you know? Herman Millers, that's like the best chair you could possibly get. And I'm gonna be real with you, I don't doubt it. I think I've sat in a Herman Miller before. A friend of mine has one. And it's very nice, I'll say that. A Herman Miller is very nice, but like, you know, I mean this in the nicest way possible. I feel like a Herman Miller would be mad nice as a gift, you feel me, you know? As like oh, thank you so much for getting me this chair, you know, that's so great. And I will use that chair for the rest of my life. But having just like a Herman Miller off rip, bro, nah, I'm not using that shit like ever. I'm not having it off rip. If I had to buy my own Herman Miller, yeah, it's just not happening. I'm just simply not buying my own Herman Miller, you feel me? You! Bitch made. Bitch made and you should kill yourself. I'm sorry, that's a little too mean. I think that might be a little too mean for YouTube. This enemy should die, is what I should say. Fuck this stupid game, man. I hate this stupid chud area, bro. I don't understand how people can do alt path bullshit. Alt path blows chunks, man. Nobody likes alt path. This shit sucks. What the fuck was that, bitch? Sparks deal 50% more damage. I think I have to do that, right? Alt path was not designed for these freaks. I'm gonna be real. I understand it now. Alt path was not designed for these freaks. Easy money. I think it was a Tears Up that I got last. That's not bad. Okay, now I should be able to just... There you go. And then there you go, easy money. Oh, my apologies, man. I feel like I'm out here. I feel like I'm not able to focus, you know what I mean? I'm not able to focus because I got so much BS going on in these runs right now. I just want to say my apologies. All right, now that I can lock in a bit better. Yeah, my chair is done for, man. And the thing that definitely sucks too is that I can 100% say my office chair is also kind of done for. That chair is starting to fucking suck. Honestly, hold on. I think I might know what chair I'll get. I don't know what the hell it is. It might be a Herman Miller. It seems mad expensive, but there's this chair my uncle has that when I sit in that, I feel comfortable as all hell, bro. It's like that mesh kind of deal, you know what I mean? Solid mesh chair type shit. Not to get on like any, you know. Oh, bro's rich, you know, type of shit. It's like not true. I'm just a guy looking for the most bang for my buck, you feel me? You are so fucking annoying, man. Fuck you, you stupid horny boy. That is his name, yes, the horny boy. Empty vessel. That would just kill me. Dude, stop. Jesus, man. I think I hate Isaac, bro. I think bro had one good run of Elden Ring and he can't stand to play this game anymore. You feel me? I'm playing, guys. I'm playing. Okay, my apologies, man. I feel like my head is everywhere right now. I got no thoughts going on. I feel so fucking stupid. My apologies. What I essentially mean to say is I need a new fucking chair, brother. The one I have currently sucks, and I might just consider looking into whatever one my uncle has, but if that one turns out to also be mad expensive, I'm fucking, you know, tough luck. But the thing that sucks is that any good chair I get, price-wise, low-key doesn't even matter, because I gotta get two of them, you know what I mean? I feel like most people don't have to do that so they can spend a little bit more money on whatever chair they got. Me personally though, like I kind of have to get 2 chairs because I gotta get one for my fucking office too. Cause I'm not gonna, you know, cause at that point, or just have Tony, just have 1 chair that you transfer between rooms every time that you use it. Brother, do you know how insane that sounds? You know what I mean? Yes, killed him. You fuck. Hold on. Yes. D100 not happening, brother. Yes, that room was entire. That room was 3 of those explosive dudes. This game sucks. Did y'all see that, bro? The game literally was like, oh, erase them from existence because he's already previously erased them. It was just gonna be 3 explosive guys. This game, I think, is the worst game ever made. I just want you to know that you are pretty Sigma. Just donate all my pennies, bro. Donate my pennies and get me the hell out of here. Whoa. Get out of here, bro. Holy, man. Holy. What a fucking scary run I got going on. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm feeling a little creeped out. Or not, I don't know why I said creeped out. What the fuck? Creeped out is not the right term. Yes, yes! Oh, oh. Beautiful. Jacob's Ladder making its glory known. Glory to the highest, Jacob's Ladder. That room is criminal. Can I be honest with y'all? Especially with the character I was playing, it's like they knew. You know what I mean? It's like they knew what to do to just fuck me over in the right way. I think this game hates me. I think I've just come to the realization. I think this game hates me. I try my hardest to show this game love, and all it does is hit me, bro. All it does is hit me. All it does is abuse me. Oi. Okay, alright, I'm good. Oh crap. Hold on. One more room? Never mind. Jesus Christ, give me a second. Hold on. In case you're wondering what the hell just happened, there was a small issue with my Isaac. I went to go pause the recording because I had to go do some stuff. Came back to record, and there was some weird issue with the game, I guess. I don't really know how to describe it. Don't worry, we still kept the run. I think we might just have to restart from the beginning of the floor. I hope not. Oh, just the beginning of this room. Okay, nothing too crazy. Anyways, I forgot whatever it was I was doing last. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm gonna keep it a stack. I was gonna say a girt again. I'm gonna keep it real. Don't remember what I was doing last time I was in here. All I kind of remember is I actually don't know. I think the only thing I can kind of remember was I was actually stupid, and for some reason, not for some reason, I guess there's a method to my madness here. I was very talkative on the game, or like maybe honestly not really talkative at all. I felt like I was kind of not chatting about the game for a bit. And for that, I want to apologize. My bad, y'all. Or I guess I was only talking about the game for a bit and not talking about like fuck all else, I guess you can call it, you know? Okay, it's just the heart? That's good. Never mind, it was not just the heart. Yo, this is criminal, man! What the hell was that, right? Am I tweaking? Can I be honest? What was that, game? You were fucking me over there. Hardcore, brother. That's cringe. You can't do that. Oh, moron. Okay, I guess cringiness aside, you know what? Do you even work, bro? You should, right? I'm so fucking stupid. I think I'm actually a moron. You know what? Hold on. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna grab this. And then we're gonna erase something from existence. You buffoon! Perfect. There we go. Get me out of here. Alright, my apologies for that, y'all. I don't know, man. I'm losing my brain cells right now. Anyways, life, you know, Roblox, whatever the hell Tony was talking about. I was not talking about Roblox. Can I be honest with y'all? I find it kind of insane how, like, what's the word I'm thinking of? I just kind of find it crazy. I don't think I'm alone in this opinion either. How like insanely popular Roblox is, you know? Can I be real? Let me keep it a stack with y'all. That game has such a level of what's it called? Support and like, I don't want to say love for it, but I think that's true, you know? The kids do love Roblox, and a lot of people, honestly, not even just the kids. That's the crazy part. I'm gonna be real with you. I think that's the crazy part for me, is that it's not even just the kids that fuck with Roblox. I remember back in high school, man, hearing my friends talk about Roblox. I remember back in like middle school hearing my friends talk about Roblox, how they would like play that shit. And I'm gonna be honest with you, a part of my brain was like, damn, back in middle school you were playing Roblox? Like, I remember seeing ads for this game, but in my mind I was like, I'm pretty sure I needed an account to play, and my parents would never let me like sign up for one, I guess you would call it. So in my mind, I'm kind of just like, I don't know how you guys ever got an account or anything like that, you know, to keep it 100 with y'all. It's too good. That's too good to give up. I'm gonna be real. It's just like, I don't know how, no, I guess I do know, but my parents never let me, sort of deal, you feel me? That's kind of what I'm saying, is my parents never let me participate in the Roblox sort of dealios and whatnot. Just because, you know, it was like, it required an account to kind of play or like do anything in. And my parents are like, I'm not giving up my email for this. Well, I don't blame them, you know. Personally, I don't blame them. It's just funny, I guess you could say. And it's insane that that game that I only kind of heard of through ads online, and like, I remember some of my friends talking about how they would play, is now like one of the most popular games, like, I don't want to say in the world, but that might be true. In the world. You feel me? It just seems a little crazy. It seems a little, I don't want to say odd, but it's just like, you don't really think about that, huh? You know what I mean? You don't really think about how like popular some games get, I guess, sort of deal. That's kind of the rhetoric I'm trying to spill out here. Nice, dude. All right, and then we take Polaroid. Little horn. I have negative luck. It's not good. Just throw you there and just have you beat everything up. Okay, maybe not. But it's just like, you know, it's insane, kind of, you know? I've never really played it either. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I've never really been one for like the Roblox kid sort of deal. I never gave it a try. I never played it. I never, you know, in my life was like, let me play this game. Did I think I was too good for Roblox? I'm gonna be real, not really. I'm just, honestly, if there's one thing I will say, is I'm at least I kind of know, like, you know, one, I'm like glad I never got into it, I guess, sort of deal, because, you know, I'm over here being like, what if they had me like locked up in that Roblox sweatshop the way they have some kids doing? Which I thought was, you know, finding out about that was like, wow, this is insane. Like there's not like real Roblox sweatshops, if you like, you know, I'm not insinuating that. More so, what's the word I'm thinking of? Like you can play anything on Roblox. I'm not even fucking joking. You know, Roblox, Fortnite, those games that allow kids to be able to like express their creativity, one, but also just in general, kind of thinking about it, it's like the whole game is you can make whatever the hell you want, even other games. You know, like I be seeing Instagram posts or like TikTok posts or YouTube videos talking about like Roblox horror games, and I'm like, you guys are playing horror games on Roblox? Question mark, you know? In my brain, I'm like, this is insane. You feel me? That's low-key how it got me feeling. My bad, I was focused on the fight. It's like, I'm just kind of like, this is, honestly, I'm not even joking, this is low-key insane how much of a grip this game has on the youth sort of deal. You know what I mean? And you know what's really funny? The reason I kind of brought it up is because I got reminded. I don't know why. It just kind of stuck in my head. I was thinking about Roblox for a second and the kind of game it is where like you can make whatever you want. And I remember this game coming out on the PlayStation 4. It was, I believe, made by the same people who did Little Big Planet. And the whole point of the game, it was essentially just a, what's it called? What's the word I'm thinking of? It was the peeps who made Little Big Planet. It is... I think that was unavoidable, unfortunately. Due to my circumstances of how far I threw myself, that was literally completely unavoidable damage. It's this game called Dreams. I don't know if you guys ever heard of it. It was a PlayStation 4 game. That's one thing I remember. It was a PS4 game called Dreams. I think there was like more of a title to it. I forget. But the whole deal was essentially that kind of like, you know, the Roblox like, not really, but like, you know, it's like Little Big Planet, where it was essentially the game itself had a whole bunch of tools for you to be able to make stuff. You know, you could make your own music in there. You could make your own games. You could make your own movies out of like their assets or whatever. Kind of like a really insane cracked Halo Forge mode sort of deal. You feel me? You know what I mean? Where the game, it's just the game in engine uses a lot of tools that you can make a whole bunch of crazy shit with. And I think, you know, in my mind, I'm like, one, that's really fucking cool. I remember this game. I got it because a friend told me to get it because, you know, he was like, it's super cool. You know, you can make whatever you want. And I'm like, wow, that sounds awesome. And in the grand scheme of things, I'm gonna be real, I think the game was too niche for anything of substance to be made. So I ended up personally only ever playing like a select few things made on Dreams. And at the end of the day, I don't want to say I like got scammed or like I just wasted my money, but I did not play it nearly enough to have it be fucking worth it. I'm gonna be honest. So I guess in some way, Tony, you know, did get scammed or whatever. But just, you know, thinking about it, it just kind of got me like, damn, you know? Whatever happened to that game, bro? Do people still make stuff for it? Is that game even honestly known? You know, I'm gonna be honest with you. It seemed really niche to me when my friend was initially telling me about it all those years back. So a part of me kind of wonders, like, do people even know this game unironically? No joke, real mental thought process I had is, do people even know this game? And I'm gonna keep it a stack. I don't think so. I'm gonna be on me, Tony, right here, being honest with y'all. You guys gotta let me know, but I genuinely don't think anyone remembers that fucking game, bro. That's why I love this character, man. Love of the game. Whew. Run. It's still hitting. My goat. Hold on. But yeah, please let me know. Have y'all ever heard of this game called Dreams? Made by, I think it's a different studio, but it's kind of that whole deal where it's like, it's a different studio, but it's the same peeps, you know? Made by the same studio that did, what's it called? Little Big Planet. Honestly, do we go for him? I think we say fuck it, we ball. Also, this is, I don't want to say it's a bad run. I don't think it's a bad run. But this is not God's strongest, you feel me? This, I don't think people had this run in mind when they were thinking of the, the optimal build, and like 2, a build worthy of killing Mother. It was okay, I guess, though. If bro could stop moving, that'd be great. All right, you know what? We're gonna have to have him, or just that happens, or just that happens. Are you guys ready for the Tony extravaganza of walking into delirium as soon as he opens the door every single time? He does this without fail somehow. I'm not even joking. It's not like the first time it's ever happened. It's happened so many other times. Luck up. Speed down. Luck down. Luck you, game. I just realized this one makes you smaller doesn't affect bro. It doesn't affect the soul, it affects the Bone Lord. What's the point? Why not make them both tiny? I feel like that would make more sense, no? I don't know. Just thought. That's the type of bullshit I'm talking. Who the fuck is calling me? France? France? Phone number located in France? Give me a second. What the fuck, bro? What the fuck? Why am I getting a call from France? So I'm gonna have to keep in mind just in case. The time-wise. 41 minutes. Anyways, yeah, I don't know why the hell I got a call from fucking France, of all places. No offense to any French people out there. You know, that's one thing I never understood. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna keep it a stack with y'all. What's up with the French hatred, you know? It's probably like a meme, right? That's what I'm guessing. I'm assuming it's just like all jokes, all memes. But still, you know? As someone who's got like no skin in the game type shit, what's the deal with that? Balls of steel, yes, you're so goated. Nah. Okay, I think it's literally impossible for this top one, so let's go here. Uh-huh. 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 And then, boom, bada boom. I hate this monster so much, dude. Ghost baby. Freaking, I guess so. Please don't be. No, thank God. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, this might be one of the few times that I'm able to actually explore the delirium, the void. If you are unaware of what I mean by that, these past few runs, these past few runs have been beast runs that die almost instantly as soon as I start the beast fight because I freaking suck at the Binding of Isaac. But not only that too, anytime I go into the void for a run, I'm not even joking, 9 times out of 10, if I go into the void, the first boss room that I walk into is Delirium. And I'm just supposed to like, I'm forced to fight him in that instance. And I'm not gonna lie, a part of me's kind of like, this seems a little fucked up. Let's be real. You know, if I'm gonna be honest with y'all, this feels a little messed up because I'm gonna keep it a stack. No effect. Do I get Bookworm or not? Oh, okay, right is, I guess, where I need to be facing. I'm gonna keep it a stack, you know, it's just like annoying, I guess, sort of my deal. It's annoying to walk into a room and, oh, guess what? Boom. You're done for, dumbass. It's the final boss of this area. Get ready to fight. And it's like, bro, I wasn't even like expecting this low key, you know? You gotta cut me some slack here. It's criminal. It's criminal, dare I say. Analog horror. Criminal. What's up with it? What's up with the analog horror space recently? I'm gonna be real, I think it's been a minute since I've talked about anything horror or analog horror related. In case you guys are unaware, I think I've spoken on this before. I am a very large fan of things like that. Anything kind of scary, you know, whatnot. that shit freaks me out, but I find it a little cool, if I'm gonna be honest. It freaks me out, but I find it very cool a lot of the time. Analog horror kind of fits that that nail almost exactly perfectly. I remember vividly, I vividly remember this because I thought it was insane. But I remember going to, I like just got back from work. I went to go to the kitchen after getting home from work. I'm gonna go eat dinner, and then I got this video on my recommended. It was some shit about like imposters or whatever, when the imposter is sus type shit. And I was like, let me check this out. Mandela Catalog, what the fuck is this video? Why did this video get recommended in my feed? Which is honestly really funny because I don't usually go out of my way to watch analog horror. I usually watch like recap videos on it, but I don't watch the content itself. And in this one instance, I just randomly got a video recommended to me talking about some analog horror shit. I'm like, you know what? Let me check it out. Let me see what's up. And I remember watching it and I was like, one, this is kind of creepy. It's kind of cool. Let me send this to my friend. I know he fucks with analog horror too, you know? Me and him, we both kind of grew up on like the analog horror creepypasta sort of area space deal, you know what I mean? That type of horror shit. So I remember thinking in my mind like, I bet he would love this. And I remember sending it to him and he was like, this is mad boring. And I was like, okay, kind of crazy, you know? I'm not gonna lie. A part of me was like, that's a little insane. I thought you of all people would have appreciated this shit. You know what I mean? You love your analog horror. And I send you what I find a potential new crazy analog horror. I'm like, hey, take a look at this. This seems kind of insane. And he's like, man, this shit sucks. I'm like, all right, you know what? Your opinion. I'm not gonna disrespect you. That you believe is boring, whatever. And then I just remember later on in life, my friend being like, not even later on in life. I just remember like later on, a couple months from now, my friend bringing up Mandela Catalog to me because he saw a video on it. And I was like, brother, I sent you this before. I'm not even joking. I have sent you this video. Why are you like, why are you acting like this is something new that you saw? I'm not gonna lie, I was a little like, okay, I see how it is, you know? I'm gonna be real. I was a little bit like that. I was a little bit like, okay, I see how it is, man. I see where your allegiance lies. I don't like how the game did that to me. Now, am I being for real? No, I'm not being for real. I'm pretty sure my friend didn't mean to, what's it called? Ignore, call out and be like, man, this thing is boring. And then later on it gets popular. He's like, hey, actually, let me be interested in this. I'm 99% sure this wasn't some like ploy to get at me or anything like that. I just genuinely think he didn't think it was that interesting when it first came out. But then because it was like when it first came out, you know what I mean? I got that video recommended to me like as Mandela Catalog was like developing, sort of deal. I just remember thinking like, he'd probably find this mad interesting. You know, in my heart, I'm just like, yeah, he'd find this mad interesting. Let me show it to him, you know? He'd probably think it's cool. And he did. He did find it cool. Just when shit, you know, once it actually started getting substance. Which, like I said, once again, I don't blame him for. I don't blame him for just blindly being like, hey, this thing is cool. He expressed his opinion. He changed his opinion, you know, as a human does every once in a while. Not like many things online would have you believe that, though. People can change opinions. People's thoughts do change on certain topics and such. Okay, I thought they removed telefragging from Delirium. He literally telefragged me there. I have video proof. All right. Anyways, Analog Horror side. I want to thank you all for watching. If you guys did enjoy, I greatly appreciate it. God, my back is fucking killing me. Hope you guys have a good day or good night, depending on the time you're viewing this. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace out.